Thanks for tuning in to High on Horror. I'm Drew.
And I'm John. This episode and every future episode is dedicated to all the horror hounds and smokers out there who want to expand their knowledge of the genre and have a good time.
Who doesn't love a good ghost story, am I right? Especially when it's a South Korean film, because they really know how to capture the shakes and shivers that a good movie about the paranormal should give you. The difference between the US making them and South Korea making them is that they aren't out of ideas like we are. And there's a lot about their religions and lores that we don't know and understand, which makes the watch more compelling. Today's movie is no different, and stars old boy himself, Choi Min-sik. We're talking about Exhuma, the supernatural South Korean horror film that lands on Shudder this Friday. Stick around to hear our thoughts and more today on
High on Horror.
Interviews, reviews, and the latest news all rolled into one. We're going to start off this episode with Strain Wreck, the segment of our show where we discuss what strain we're getting wrecked on. John, I'm going to leave it to you like always, man. What's on the slab today?
I got us a 1 gram pre-rolled from Find, F-I-N-D.
Okay, I've never heard of that before.
I never heard of that either.
Okay.
I'm too high because I was looking at all these different names and I got one. Somebody's going to steal it from me, but I'm never going to do it. If I ever had my own weed company, I'm going to call it Spark One. But we got some chocolate Thai, 1 gram pre-rolled, and it's a legendary landrace strain from Thailand. Chocolate Thai first made an appearance in the U.S. sometime in the 1960s as Thai sticks. Spindly flowers tied into a bamboo stick that were renowned for their potent high. Old school heads remember these buds as a slender and airy medium to dark brown in color.
Old school heads, not old heads, but old school heads. Okay.
Hey, I read from Leaflet.
Okay.
And possession a unique chocolate coffee aroma. We'll see about that. Due to the fact that it was a long flowering, low yielding sativa strain that always produced male flowers and seeds, and was incredibly difficult to clone and grow, it is most likely that chocolate Thai no longer exists in its original form. There are several seed lines sold under the name, but these have either been crossbred to provide some stabilizing traits or are of unknown provenance. Oh, they hitting us with a $5 word at the end. Your feelings, creative, focused, energetic. The flavors, coffee, spicy / herbal, and nutty. Negatives, dry eyes, dry mouth. There it is, it's back. And paranoid.
It is back. It's been a few weeks since we've gotten dry mouth.
First review. This review is about the legendary chocolate Thai sticks from the 1977 to 1980 era. I obtained the genuine Thai sticks several times during this time period. At times, 3 large Thai sticks cost about $75. Each Thai stick had about 3.5 grams of sensei flower bud with the chocolate flower tops tied to a small bamboo stick. This potency had to be about 20+% THC. How does he know this? Potency was outstanding and impressive. You simply could not smoke more than 1.5 bowls per day.
1.5 bowls, okay.
Yeah. The bud had an earthy, pungent smell and was perfectly cured. The intense sativa high from a half gram lasted about 5+ hours. Damn, we're about to be fucked up if this is true. What the fuck? It was neither speedy nor sleep-inducing, great for walking and hiking. The current strains available
that ain't for us, bro. I ain't walking and hiking.
We're going to bring the Zoom with us, and we're just going to walk and record this episode.
They're just going to hear.
I was just about to say, they're just going to hear us huffing.
Yeah, it's going to be like that Homer Simpson scene where he's like 2 feet up the mountain and already used all the
He's like, did I make it? The current strains available have a similar high, but lack the intense quality of the genuine Thai sticks. The high was a dreamy, cerebral, and focused. Music sounded fantastic. I remember listening to Cream, Live Volume 2, White Room repeatedly. In a white room. The dreamy visual effects transported me to the Far East. The strain was highly coveted, hard to obtain, and disappeared after 1981.
What in the fuck?
How's this guy
have to have something else in it, man. His shit had angel dust in it or something. What the fuck? But
this is PCP.
While you get it started up, I just wanted to bring up the movie that's being talked about right now as we record this. It's Saturday the 9th. This is going to air on the 11th. This episode, I mean. the movie that's been all the talk this past week and this weekend is Under Paris, the new Netflix film that is directed by Xavier Gens, the guy who did Frontiers, and that's the only reason I watched it, really. But it's a killer shark movie, and it's the French taking a stab at killer sharks, and it was getting good reviews. I saw a lot of people, or one specific review, saying it was the best shark movie since Jaws. And I knew that was bullshit right away. Everybody says that about every good shark movie that's happened.
Deep Blue Sea is the best one since Jaws.
Oh my god, right? But yeah, I saw Xavier Gens did it, and I love Frontier, so I was like, hey, let's check it out. I'm going to check it out. So I watched it, and I have to say that I was definitely underwhelmed. I'm glad that he's getting his name out there and doing Netflix films because he's a solid director, but this was one of those, like, shark movies are always iffy. You know what I mean, bro? Like, whenever you're watching a shark movie that isn't Jaws, it's always iffy, and this kind of had the thing where everything that was good about it, there was something bad to, like, balance it out. Like, there would be like some genuinely holy shit moments in it, and then there's some like shitty jump scares where you're just like, whatever. So it's like for every good there was a bad, and then by the end it just got totally unrealistic, and there's really bad CGI in it. I definitely expected more, but
so bad you don't even want to review it for an episode.
Yeah, no, I was gonna. This is a good enough review just to let everyone know. I kept up with I always try to keep up with what's current.
I've been busy this week, so this is the first I'm hearing about it.
Oh,
so,
really? Yeah. It's I always keep up with what's current and watch it as it comes out to keep up. And I always try to make time, and I actually had the time for this one. I didn't have to struggle to make the time, and I ended up being like, like it's no different than when I watch movies on other streaming services that aren't that great.
No Sharknado.
But no, it's better than Sharknado, but it's.
I love Sharknado.
Well, in other news though, I was going to ask you if you'd seen it, but I guess you hadn't.
Yeah, you didn't even heard of it
apparently. Alien Romulus. Did you watch the trailer for this yet? I talked to you about the teaser, but there's a new trailer out, and I
haven't seen the new trailer, but I saw the poster.
Yeah, with the face hugger.
Yeah. Actually, no. The poster I saw wasn't the face hugger. It looked like the actual like xenomorph. I don't know if it was because I haven't seen the trailer. I don't know if it's supposed to be a queen.
Like face on.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. The new poster that's come out is like red, and it's just someone's got like a face hugger on their face, and it's like full on face hugger action in the poster. And Fede Alvarez, the dude who directed Evil, it's like the fact that somebody
I remember that he got attached to that, and I've been excited for it.
Right, because Ridley Scott did an amazing job, and obviously James Cameron. But I think this is the first time. It is the first time, not counting David Fincher's piece of shit Alien 3. This is the first time that a horror director or someone who's directed like something of the horror thriller nature like that has really stepped in to do an Alien movie. So I think that Alien was always scary. But now you got like the dude who did Evil Dead and Don't Breathe. He really knows how to do suspense. That is perfect for an Alien movie. Like, I hope I walk out of this theater.
We're not going to talk about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre there, right?
No. I hope that that this movie makes me walk out of the theater scared. I want it to be scary. The trailer looks good. You listeners out there need to check out the trailer if you haven't seen it. I usually am, I haven't been a fan of the Prometheus films, and so when I heard this new movie coming out, I kind of thought, I don't know how I feel about it, but the more trailers I'm seeing, I'm liking. The facehuggers are on full drones. You see facehuggers like running at people in packs of like 3 or 4, like chasing, running up the walls and shit like that. This is nonstop. Like, I can't fucking wait, man.
I keep forgetting that I have an actual facehugger prop. Well, not prop, but I bought. Was it? They were selling the egg with the facehugger.
Is it like a plush or is it like a rubber?
It's like rubber.
Okay, sweet. Oh, you got the rubber one?
Yeah, it was like $70.
Yeah.
Because they were selling the egg too, and it was a whole package. But apparently, enough people were like, "Yo, I just want to buy the facehugger," that they sold the facehugger separate. I've been wanting since I bought it to get a picture with Yuri in it. I know I'd have to wait till he's like asleep, but I want to because the tail, it's got the tail. It's I think it's about 3 feet long.
Why don't you just put it on him and take a picture? Well, you don't think he's...
Oh no, he would try to bite it.
You should take it. That would be a great photo.
No, I don't need him to bite into my figure or
little teeth marks on it.
Yeah, he'd probably start trying to bite it, but honestly, he'd probably start laughing.
Should put him in the egg. No,
I didn't get the egg, unfortunately, because I think that was like 400 or something.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. I was gonna say though, you should go authentic, bro. Get that one skill prop where you gotta like fucking deep throat the thing, like when you put it on your face. That's the one you should get.
You gotta deep throat it.
You know what I mean? Like the one
face.
that like has that like the face hugger cock that like kind of gets. Yeah, that's
Jesus Christ.
You know what I'm talking. Look, we've all seen Alien versus Predator. You've seen that thing jump. We know what it is. It's both organs, you know, and. You know, it's little like Jack Black says, little dick, little puss. You know what I mean?
It is supposed to be very sexual in nature.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But you know, knowing you, being a fucking, you know, knowing who you are, you know, I just think that's, you know, I can just see you just chilling out in your car.
That could be good or bad.
Let me just stop before I get... All right, yeah, that chocolate tie.
Yeah, we're only about halfway through.
Yeah, it's definitely good.
I will say, I wish I was able to get my cones this type, but they have fucking machines. I think I told you we were looking into them at work. There's like a couple $100.
There was one that was like it could make 120 cones.
Like, what am I going to need that?
Could you imagine that? Like we're going to see Deadpool and Wolverine. Let's get the cone machine out.
But like just how like solid and like
that's what
it smokes for a while.
But that's what you need for your next road trip. I almost said next smoke trip. That's a good term. But your next road trip, bro, you need that machine. We need to invest in that machine to just pack 120 cones.
Maybe for the Joe Bob Jamboree if we go to that.
All right, well, let's wrap up the smoke session, head into our review of Exhuma.
All right, so the movie goes like this. There's a famous Korean shaman named Hwa-rim, played by Kim Guan. I'm going to probably butcher these names, so forgive me. And her apprentice, Drew, you and I discussed this. I'm going to pronounce it Bong-gil. I'm probably so wrong, but Bong-gil it is.
For the sake of this podcast, it's Bong-gil. And you know what? It might even be right. So.
Maybe. We might be right. I'm not often right, but I've never been wrong, to quote the Grateful Dead.
What is it? Even a broken clocks? Yeah. Right twice a day, right?
Played by Lee Do-hwa. They get hired by a wealthy Korean-American family to figure out what's wrong with their newborn son, who's suffering from a mysterious illness. Damn, chocolate tie getting to me. Hwa-rim discovers it's a curse called Grave's Call, which is basically a vengeful spirit of an ancestor haunting the family, or as she worded it, them throwing a temper tantrum.
Yeah.
So violent temper tantrum, though. The head of the family, Park Ji-young, asks them to move his grandfather's grave to appease the spirit. To help with this, Hwa-rim brings in two colleagues, a feng shui master named Kim Sang-deuk. And that dude always... is he ripping on a pen, or is that a cigarette?
It's a pen. I'm pretty sure it's a pen.
Because sometimes it looked like a cigarette, but
I'm pretty
my
sure
man just immediately became my favorite dude when he just sitting there. They're talking about spirits. He just side mouth, just taking a hit out of his pen. I'm talking about feng shui. And this apparently he can taste dirt as well to tell you if it's okay or not. Because I think my notes were like homeboy eating dirt and ripping a pen.
You know, I thought the same thing. You know, thinking back on it, because I watched it a few days before you, and I'm thinking back, and I thought it might be a cigarette, but then I thought that's kind of a long cigarette, and I don't remember.
And you don't really see smoke come out of it.
So I do believe that was a pen.
Yeah, and that was actually pun unintended when I said "old boy over here." Eating dirt, and that was not actually done on purpose. And there's also a mortician named Young Gwen, played by Yoo Ha-jin. Sang-deuk is an expert in finding burial spots for rich people, and Young Yen runs a funeral home. When they first meet Ji-young, Sang-deuk gets a bad feeling because Ji-young insists on cremating the grave, which is in a remote mountain near the North Korean border. Sensing something's off, Sang-deuk wants to back out, but Hwa-rim persuades everyone to go ahead by saying she can perform a protective ritual. And so they start the ritual, and the digging goes fine until one of the workers accidentally cuts off the head of a snake with a human face. That shit made me jump at first.
Yeah.
I was like, what's up with this? What's up with this snake? And then
it's so quick. It's like a quick
stabs
flash.
You here. Ah!
Yep. I'm like, wait, was that a fucking head with hair?
Right. Which is a terrible omen. I wouldn't think it would be good. And it starts raining heavily. Also, everyone's digging frantically. I don't know if you noticed this, but one dude's just taking his sweet ass time, just pushing the shovel in gently, scooping the dirt where they're all like clawing. That's me.
I knew you were going to say that.
Like, that'd be me. I'd be like, all right, ain't nobody paying attention to me. I'll just, yeah, good job, everybody. Young Gwen insists on cremating the coffin once the rain stops, so they store it nearby. However, a local custodian, tempted by rumors of treasure, opens the coffin and releases the vengeful spirit of Ji Young's grandfather. Grandfather? I fucked that up. Grandfather. The spirit starts killing Ji Young's family members. And, we usually go into spoilers, but since this ain't out yet, I think that's a good spot to kind of stop there.
Yeah, we'll stop it there. No spoilers this time.
I don't have much to say because a lot of it's about the spoilers. Unfortunately,
same. That's my issue. Was when I was getting my review ready, I was like, damn, a lot of this I can't say because they didn't give away much, and I don't want to like be the one to say, hey, this is what the villain is.
Yeah.
Because like when I first experienced it without knowing, that was oh shit.
Yeah, so, it's pretty good. So I'll just say the cinematography's top notch. I want to visit South Korea after seeing this. They had some real beautiful shots in there. Mm-hmm. The special effects are amazing. Choi Min-sik was amazing in this role. It even had some small moments of humor that worked as well. The casket designs were awesome. Mm-hmm. I was worried about the runtime when it got halfway through because I feel like, granted this is a South Korean ghost story, but I feel like a lot of ghost movies are always around 2 hours and they don't need to be. I don't know what it is. That if I feel like with maybe it's they feel like they have to tell everything about the backstory.
Yeah.
Or
sometimes it takes a while to just build up a lot of suspense, to tell the story.
And
right.
I will say, for me personally, I was a little confused at the ending when I first watched it, but then after reading up, it's South like you said, a lot of South Korean
lore
that we don't know about. And then when I read, I went, "Oh, if I would have known that, it would have made sense."
Yeah.
After reading it makes sense.
I know what you're talking about. I agree.
I don't really have any complaints. I'd give it a 7.5 out of 10.
Nice. Okay. I want to, like I said, I want to say so much about this, but what can I say? I loved this movie. First word that comes to my mind is badass. The movie starts off creepy and eerie, and then it takes a gory, badass turn. I'm probably going to be saying badass a lot during this review, FYI. There's not much to complain about. It's beautifully shot. Even the horrific scenes. Jang Jae-hyun does another solid job of directing. The acting was genuine. Everyone shined. The biggest downfall was that I wasn't terrified like I expected to be because, South Korean supernatural horror has kind of set that bar. But I was also saying, fuck yeah, a lot in my head to what was happening. So, it was a trade-off. This is the polar opposite of My Name is Bruce. But My Name is Bruce is the only thing that I can think of that comes close to this. No, it's a cross between Ruben Galindo Jr.'s Grave Robbers, the Mexican slasher from 1989, and My Name is Bruce mixed together. And since I can't give away any spoilers, you listeners take that how you want, but the villain is badass looking. I agree with you, John. I think both of the coffins were absolutely badass looking. One was royally carved, that meant royalty.
Yeah, that one was
beautiful. Look like money, right?
I want to know if was that something that was just made for the movie, and now who somebody owned that coffin? Just
I know, right?
House?
Can I get buried in that?
Yeah.
No, but I might, it's all royal. I don't deserve it. I'm a fucking give me a.
But if I can afford it,
right? I'm gonna.
They'd probably be expensive as shit.
Bro, I'm gonna be in a wooden box. But anyway, yeah. And the other one kind of looked like Necronomicon. You had mentioned Prince of Darkness. I was thinking the Fede Alvarez Necronomicon. I was wrapped in barbed wire. That whole you just look at that and go, oh, that's no good. But anyway, that's all I can say. I would give it a 9 out of 10. I really like this movie.
Thanks to all the horror hounds and smokers out there for tuning in. And join us next week, schedule pending, for Strangers Chapter 1. Not the original Strangers, the good one. From, 2008?
Yeah.
Yeah, the 2024 Strangers Chapter 1 that's already had all 3 chapters already filmed.
Yep.
And whether you like it or don't like it, part 2 comes out later this year.
In the fall.
So make sure to check that out. High on Horror 420, Instagram, Twitter /X, YouTube. We got all of our episodes go up there automatically now. So
TikTok, right? There's TikTok.
There's
High on Horror
TikTok.
TikTok. Yeah.
TikTok. I don't think it's fully banned yet. I don't know. Facebook, is that the other one?
Yeah.
I think that's all of them. High on Horror 420. Our premium Snapchat as well.
That got me. I wasn't expecting that.
Oh, jeez. High on Horror 420 for all your PPA questions. Damn, the chocolate tie coming back and making me want to cough again.
I heard that tickle.
And our website, highonhorror.com. And I guess before I cough more, that'll about wrap her up. Catch you later.
Hit those like and subscribe buttons on your way out. See you all next week. Thanks for listening.